Okay, I did a big shopping. Wrong thing. Now. Let's go. So this is against human enemies. The thing is, I expect human enemies to be less and less frequent as time goes on. I expect to see more Drukhari, since they seem to be a big deal, and more demons. So I'm expecting this to... And I know Necrons are in the game somewhere. So I'm expecting this to be less helpful as time goes on. So we will take the critical damage. Can't do any of that. Alright, let's check the other stuff. Foulstone. We can do indulgences, but I hate that. Contract available? What the fuck's a contract? Is that a side quest? Are side quests called contacts? No. Oh? What the fuck is this? Oh. I had no idea this was here. I trade resources for things over here? I had no idea. Oh my god. I'm just now learning about a mechanic of this video game. Our profit factor's out of control. RP for everything? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Fuck me. Well, only took like fucking 60 hours to find that. Alright, I guess let's do that one. Kivia. Cure for sloth. What's this? Oh, big heals. Okay. Secret of the Winter Scales. Legend has it House Winterscale holds the secret of gas factoriums, workshops in which tons of organic raw materials pass through fermentation vats, high rollers, and pressure exhausts to yield valuable chemicals. This sacred technology could enable Janus to produce enormous volumes of promethium. However, only the most skillful and highest paid smugglers will be up to the task of stealing this treasure. The inhabitants of Janus are restless. The populace may be placated by turning agri-complexes into impenetrable fortresses. +1 damage per character in the party. Why don't you just say +6 damage? What? I guess there are probably situations where we have less than that, but it just seems like such a weird thing to specify. Yes, Secret of the Winter Scales. Kivia Gamma. Can't do anything? Okay. Dragonus. Lord Captain, we have received a report from Dragonus. Some common folk from the now ruined Scipion 84-249 have succumbed to the heresy of defiance. Forming into engine vandals gangs, they now ride among the wastelands on the wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. They've declared themselves outside of the law, raiding the hive's outskirts only to escape retribution into the toxic wastelands. Bereft of the grace of shelter beneath the walls of the blessed hives, they are willing to do anything to prolong their fleeting lives under the open sky. They curse your ladyship's apparent cruelty. Rumor has it that the Brigadier clan in charge of debris removal in the ruins of Scipion keep in contact. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the Brigadiers, or force them to disclose the location of the rebels' nomadic camps. What is this Brigadier clan? This is a union of the workers and the technomats who have been working on the lower levels of Scipion. I don't know. Small-scale bosses of the watches and the shifts. Useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course they stand... These fucking cats, dude. Of course they stand much lower than the esteemed trader, let alone the aristocrats, but the common folk heed their kin, and the brigadiers have both the authority and the ability to manage them. The Scipions keep to themselves, but the brigadiers have not shown any sign of disloyalty. They were the first to volunteer to return to the ruins of Skiphon 84249 and set up a debris removal project. They are certainly useful, and are accustomed to praising the Emperor through their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience on which they've accepted it made them to appear like heroes and martyrs in the eyes of other commoners. How do they survive in the wastelands, and why do they decline my rule? This is a rather uncomfortable way of life, your ladyship. They must always be wary of acid rain and hurricanes, moving a decent distance from the hives if they do not plan on raiding at that moment. They got their food from the abandoned outposts, paying for it with the lives of those killed by autonomous security systems. Water and promethium are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding, an occasional hunt and plundering. Sometimes their own kin and sometimes the outskirts of the hives. They are a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that is rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the hides shoot the scum any chance they get. I wish to hear what my advisors have to say. If the engine vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, then that means there are technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. It would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for every piece of technology found in the wastelands of Dragonis and returned back to Dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. This is a shockingly moderate answer. That's astonishing how reasonable that sounds. You know what I mean? If you wish to exterminate them, Alantak, do not waste your time on hunting them down. Instead, deceive them into defeating each other with a prize, a weapon or a trophy they can fight for. After the Monkey are finished slicing each other up for the right to obtain it, your warriors shall finish the deed. This tactic proves itself to be very useful against your kind. The aristocrats of Dragonis despise them, but are also secretly afraid of them, correct? Renegades that can invoke such fear. I wonder, if I had exiles like this on my home, would they have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? Oh, I am scheming, conspiring right now, aren't I? Bravo, Lady Cassia. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. Oh my goodness, I'm scheming right now, aren't I? Heinrichs from the other side of the bridge. Fucking sick. Pascal is by far the most reasonable. Pascal, draft a message directed at the Omnissiah renegades. Let them serve the acquisition of knowledge. May the lost be found yet again. The former servants and serfs of the Omnissiah that are now part of the Engine Vandals were glad to actively collaborate and redeem themselves in the eyes of the Deus Machinus. The common folk do not dare to judge this union, fearing the menacing priests clad in scarlet. Hive raids have become a rare occurrence. The expeditions are returning from the wastelands with relics that had once been lost to the vast plains, which make their way into the dynasty's vault via the Brigadier clan. Great. Fantastic news. Genetic mercy. The genetic purges will be stopped. This world needs working hands. Alright. Stop killing them. Issuing this decree will significantly tighten production quotas, dooming laggards to being processed into corpse starch, which will encourage the most diligent servants. According to the new doctrine, the disenfranchised will be servitized or disposed of through hazardous work. Absolutely not. Granting the right to unite into guilds will cause an explosive growth of industry, which in turn will lead to the dehydration of the planet's surface. But we would get 5 frag grenades. The creation of fortresses of justice will establish the rule of law and attract reliable merchants and partners. The Adeptus Arbites, by the way, are basically RoboCop. No, not RoboCop, more like Judge Dredd, basically. Rumor has it one of the DLCs that they're going to release for the game will have an Arbites as a party member, which would be pretty sick. And one of the death cults, which is, you know... Yes, there are loyal death cults. That would be cool, you know. If the war performs like that, they regain all their wounds and gain +2 AP this turn. Holy shit, I'll take that. Thank you very much. And you're still cooking. Okay. Now, back to Dragonus then. Oh, we're just waiting for this now? Ah. Oh, I meant to talk to Cassia. Alright, well, I guess if we've got time to kill, we might as well check this area. Never mind, here comes the warp message.
Lord Captain, our astropaths received a message from Achilles Scalander on Dragonus. He closely studied the data from the incursion on Vebos 6, including the mention of the Xenos leaders. He promised to direct the efforts of his aides to identify those enemies of humanity so their location can be determined. Master Scalander is also reporting the Drukhari are getting ready for more attacks on your territory. Information from his aides continues to arrive, and Achilles will personally report to you the moment the target of the upcoming raid becomes clear. The Drukhari excel at catching their opponents off guard, and there will be little time to mount a response. According to Master Scalander, your personal participation in the defense would be the best strategy given the circumstances.
So, am I meant to go home now? Guess not. Right? Before any information is found, attacks on the colonies and trading vessels must be stopped to avoid further. I guess we just wait now? Whatever then. Might as well check out this other place. And then work our way over here, if we haven't heard back. Pilgrim. Type. The pilgrim greets you courteously and asks how the rogue trader is faring. Oh, this is them. These people. Why do you need phlogiston? The captain's coarse laughter echoes from the Vox. Phlogiston is a part and parcel of many different aspects of life in the Imperium. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All the pilgrim promises is that the phlogiston will be used for the good of humanity. Jai immediately remarks that someone without a name is not to be trusted. Deals with such people do not tend to end well. If she were you, she would first find out his secrets and then scrupulously remove him from the occasion. Pascal becomes visibly animated at the mention of phlogiston. Though indifferent to the prospects of a deal with the shadowy individual, the Magos nevertheless recommends that you find out more about the phlogiston deposits. Your own protectorate would benefit from the knowledge. Propose a deal. Valuable information in exchange for granting the pilgrim the right to mine phlogiston using the Von Valancius extractums. The captain of the Dark Piercer is in the best of spirits and gratitude for your invaluable help. He sends you a small box containing ancient maps and documents. They appear to speak of a certain imperial world lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the pilgrim relates a story about a standoff between two Xenos fleet, which he was told by an acquaintance. The person in question, sadly enough, died at the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of the Xenos ships. However, the pilgrim knows for a fact that the vessel met its demise on an ocean world. Alright. Fuck those guys, they gave me the, whatever. They can do whatever, I don't care. Wow, this place sucks. Anything on this world? After analyzing the Argo data, the officers were surprised to discover that the planet was once covered with oceans. Long ago, an unknown cataclysm caused the seas to dry out and turned the world into a lifeless desert. The most amazing discovery of all was the skeletal remains of colossal oceanic organisms, some large enough to be seen from orbit. Holy shit. Life is fragile, even for creatures this enormous. Damn, dude. You could see this sea creature from orbit? That's crazy. Does sound like something that would be in the ocean, though, you know? Like, that's just the ocean for you, man. Got some weird shit down there. Lord Captain, this is Master Helmsman Raver. The crew is grumbling again, but they've got a right reason this time. Or our analytics systems have gone totally bonkers. The Red Robes, excuse me, tech priests, are blaming the anger of the machine's spirits. Allegedly, this is how they profess their displeasure in the crew not being worshipful. We have largely managed to stabilize the output of the augurs and auspexes across the ship, but you should know there is something awfully sketchy about the machines these days.
I can confirm, Lord Captain, the vessel's analytics systems were behaving incorrectly for a time. The cogitators could not produce statistical data and displayed meaningless numeric combinations instead. The augurs failed to correctly analyze matter and mistook solids for liquids and vice versa. Thanks to the tech priest's efforts, standard operation of the ship's mechanisms has been restored. I am still registering sporadic reports of similar malfunctions, but we should now be able to handle them.
Of course, such is life, ma'am. Let's work our way over here, ever so slowly.
Lord Captain, we've received an astropathic message from Dragonus. Achilles Scalander reports a Xenos raid against a merchant ship in the silence of Mer Sigurd. The coordinates of a hypothetical contact have been forwarded to the crew. If you wish to support your subjects and fight back against the Xenos personally, we must hurry. It is unlikely a merchant ship would be able to resist the enemies of humanity for long.
Where is that? Is it not marked? What was it? Mer Segret. Alright, where is Mer Segret? Is this really not marked, or am I just blind? Mer Segret. Have we not found Mer Segret? Am I blind? I thought I recognized the name. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why are you not marked? Alright. What's cooking? There they are. Alright, just straight into it. Alright, it was very easy, but the merchant ship did get destroyed, so, you know. I couldn't exactly do much to protect it. It just got blasted.
A new message from Master Scalander, Lord Captain. This time he is not reporting yet another attack, but the alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Achilles' aides have reported that said leader will be heading an attack on the paradise world Grantis. There is one catch. The planet belongs to Caligos Winterscale, another rogue trader. Master Scalander noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an incursion into somebody else's territory. The governor of Grantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins, and if your void ship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing.
Delightful. I love plausible deniability. Now, where are we going? Here? Yes. Okay, let's work our way over there. Wait, not from here? How do you get there, then? I scanned from all of these places, didn't I? I guess not. How do you get over there? Oh, you can just go straight there? Since the very start of the warp jump, rumors of ill omens have been widespread among the Voidsmen. Sudden deaths among the crew, ravaged corpses, jagged shadows lurking behind the bulkheads. A Terran day later, the mystery unveiled itself in a most heinous manner. An attempt on the rogue trader's life. The question of how the Drukari Xenos came to be aboard the ship will have to be provided another time. Right now, the Lord Captain has to fight for her life. Oh. Wonderful. I didn't realize you could go to places that didn't have, like, a thing connecting them. I'm learning so much about the mechanics of this game. So much. So many hours in. Alright, where are the boys?
Keep your wits about you.
I recognize this map. This was that station we went to once.
I better myself through my service.
Crushed one.
You will beg for the
Right, well that was definitely a random encounter right there. Oh, we got a lot of shit though. Did you have anything on you? Long splinter rifle? Might as well take one. Cabalite armor is slightly better than the witch's armor we got. Alright, well.
Is there money to be made?
That wasn't terribly exciting.
For treasure.
But, you know, that's just says random encounters for you. They usually aren't going to be too terribly exciting, are they? Now, back to business before we were so rudely interrupted. Where? Okay, there we go. Please be connected. Thank God. We might as well stop here on the way over. We are right here. Tight. Xenotech. Fuck, we don't have any extractors. God damn it. Oh well. Xenotech's the one thing we don't have anything of either. God damn it. Oh, sick. How many of these are there? Apparently we can land here. What are we landing? What is it? I didn't actually read that. Can't back out of this? Okay. Oh, distress signal. Okay. What is wrong, my friends? Why are you distressed?
Wanna know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about being in my nice heated cabin with a glass of something warm and somebody warm pressed up against me.
A backup plan.
Two skeletons are lying in strange positions, as if one was either carrying or hugging the other and did not let go even in death. Their gear is badly damaged and decayed. How sad. Carefully inspect the skeletons. There are three things worthy of note. Fragments of some sort of device that both skeletons carried on their backs. Some shiny trinkets in the remains of the carried skeleton's bag, and an old portable cogitator in the others. Examine the device. The pieces of broken tech suggested it was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly utilized by pirates in the Coronis Expanse. Trinkets. The trinkets are clearly of Xenos origins. They are miscellaneous, time-worn items that have no particular value. One can assume that they are either petty trophies looted from several corpses. Examine the cogitator. The cogitator has been exposed to the elements for decades, or even centuries. It is a small miracle that you're able to extract a fragment of Vox recording. Apparently, the last communications.
We're rich. Chaos, take me, we're rich.
Fly
for crying out loud. Spit it out. What have you found? Rich. Screw footfall. The Expanse can go to the Orcs. We're out of here. Calixis, here we come. Yeah, because with our record, Calixis is definitely the place to go. What makes you think life's any better there anyway? I want a house on some planet, a mansion, with a lion statue at the entrance. It'll have a servitor with one job, dusting my lion statue.
It's good to have dreams, I guess.
Fly, you idiot. You're still on a dangerous planet. Quit sending me your hollering. Get back here, or just tell me what you found already. Fly. You coming? I'm coming for you, dumbass. If you're not responding just to mess with me, you're dead meat.
Well, that was illuminating.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Ledge.
That was a problem for you.
Did this really require a check?
Keep a sharp eye.
The skeleton is decayed tech priest robes, is missing its right leg. The motion from the servo scope shows no signs of damage. It looks like he's hovered next to his dead master until its battery ran down. Its leg was hacked off. It seems the person was still alive when it happened, and they reached the spot by crawling rather than walking. Excellent.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Is dealing with my kin not considered treason among the monkey? Or has greed so blinded you that you do not fear retribution?
It all depends on where you're coming from. A crime that means a death sentence for some is freely permitted for others. I just try to keep on top of my game and not let any opportunities pass me by. One and it's done.
Bone structure indicates this belonged to an Eldari, not a human.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, fuck.
I'll make an example out of you.
I see. Great. So this doesn't count as an ambush, but that time we were talking to the Drukhari did count as an ambush. Interesting.
I am not your seamless pet monkey. It deserves your calls. I understand your intent. This team is beneath me. Fuck you!
Let's see it. Via Brush, outside.
Victorious in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Down to the weak. You, Emperor! You will I will front.
Of course, Lord Captain.
I'll be home. Sick. I was desperate. Hope it's not me. On it. I'll make it happen. Keep moving. No more. It deserves your calls. If I must. I am not your seamless pet monkey. It deserves your calls. Hold your favors, that's right.
I'm objective. Alas, no. I need the top. Holy terror, smash my enemies.
I do not. I love you, but I can. I can do it.
Let's see it.
Not trying, monkey. Looks like I need more patience.
Get me a target. More than liquid. Never.
He's my understanding. You just stupid. Don't get cocky.
Someone get me in Minecraft. I was about 1 second to do this.
Not okay.
Everyone, step aside. For the throne's glory. I won't go down easy.
And the other one's fast.
Everything's done.
I'll see to it. Another enemy down.
That's pretty fucked up. You can't fire in melee, so the turrets
Let
could
us
do
not know.
nothing once somebody got next to them.
A job for
Alright, examine the wreckage. It's obviously Drukhari, but...
my pleasure.
Oh, fuck, do I have to do that to all of them? Oh. Alright, I guess.
And done.
Oh.
A
Let's
job
do the
for-
level up first.
I always keep
Alright,
my
now,
options open.
let's continue this.
One and it's done. My pleasure.
I
Why?
always have a backup plan.
Why is it like this?
Every setback.
Thought you could get around that, my bad.
And
Why can't
done.
these just be bodies?
Okay, now I'm
Why,
really
why
riled
must
up.
we do this animation as well?
A job for me. My pleasure.
Open the danger cube. Makeshift heavy xenomesh. That's a lot of armor. Taking that. Oh, this is finished. When the servants of the Omnissiah assembled the parts of this ancient mechanism, quiet clicks sounded from within the cogs and stirred into motion. The metal pieces of the Archaeotech compass parted, releasing a cascade of golden rays. A holographic projection shines between the rays. A model of the star system Muro 79. One of the worlds is marked with an unknown symbol. Alright, that's on the list. I left that behind. I didn't actually take it. Someone else had to come over and open it for some reason. This unsettling structure adorned in strange marks vaguely resembles the antenna of a powerful transmitter. At the base you see a cogitator and a few other devices. It seems that some part of the structure is buried underground. Investigate. You identify a number of elements of the structure, the long-range antenna of a design standard for Imperial colonies, the cogitator, the Eldari beacon, and a half-dozen other devices of varied origin. They all have one thing in common. This tech is designed to transmit basic signals to neighboring space, the most common being request for assistance and ship distress codes. It's a trap. Noticing the interest with which Pascal is surveying the construct, Heinrichs asks, "Are you studying the device? Isn't its very existence a violation of the protocols of assembly?" The tech priest's tone is pensive, and his visor flashes. "This statement is true. This construct has been assembled in the contravention of canon law and must certainly be disassembled. But not quite yet." But who would set such an indiscriminate trap? One intended to lure in Eldari and humans and anyone else? Who is the enemy to everyone and everything? Drukhari. And chaos. We have a common enemy, an eternal enemy, one that devours all living things. Have we not already seen its servants on the Lilithan and elsewhere? Force access. You managed to penetrate the cogitator's defenses. Its function is rather simple. The program is designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years and send out a ship distress signal into space. Blow it up. You set the charges carefully. Without a doubt, the structure will be destroyed with expert precision, along with the underground parts. Tremendous.
Is there money to
Alright, let's go home, boys. Alright. Over we go. Didn't really expect to see anything, but you never know. Can't be that many systems left since I got that achievement for half of them a while ago now. Ugh. An unknown ship hails you as soon as you're within detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer, helmed by Captain Demir Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. The message hints transparently at a connection with the Caspalican mission. The Voxmaster adds that the captain has a proposal for you. Continue. The ship lets you know they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Coronis Expanse. How specific? Why? The reply is as courteous as it is vague. The captain cites a scholarly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magos Pascal expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. You definitely didn't care about this up until 5 seconds ago, Pascal. You're just like, you're a bit like a small child. All Admech are is, oh, something strange, something understudied. I'm suddenly very interested. Jai Hadari immediately declares that Captain Shani would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, but only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain too might want to look into these burning worlds. Seneschal Versarion makes no comment regarding the Caspalica message, but is amazed that, for once, the esteemed Magos and Mistress Hadari are in passionate agreement on something. I mean, I don't see why not. With effusive gratitude, the ship sends a shuttle with the promised reward, which was reputation. Oh, okay, there we... Soul Trap? What the fuck? You receive the Scarlet Pursuer's projected itinerary, information on systems in which you can find it later. The captain looks forward to meeting you again and acquiring information on burning worlds should you possess it. What the fuck are these? Xenos artifacts? Damn, that's a lot of percent there, then. Alright, well. That was easy. Oh, fuck, there was one right here. What are these? No shot. Just throw them in the cargo. There's no way. There's no way I'm ever... I hate items that are like that. I don't want to fuck with it. It's too much work. Requires too much effort. Ooh. Well, hello, Grantis. The last time I was here, 3 of the planet's barons put a price on my head. Fuck, we don't have any extractors. Alright. Let us go. Alright. Don't feel like the animation was terribly necessary, not like we usually get one.
I always keep my options
What do
open.
we got here? Oh, that's not actually here? Okay. The body is lying face down, its crooked fingers clinging to the ground. This woman had her spine broken. Then she was allowed to crawl in the vain hope of escape. The dead noblewoman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken, and a tangle of intestines lies atop her slashed abdomen. You know, I'm feeling like there might be some Drukhari here. I'm getting a subtle vibe. Someone split the men.
The imprint of torment and fatigue has been left upon this world. The mark of my dark cousins is so stark, cannot be anything but a trap.
Dark cousins? Meaning the Xenos that repel even their own repellent kind? My weapon will be put to use here.
So true. Someone split the man's thorax open and turned his ribs inside out. The corpse is missing its eyes, nose, and lips. Judging by the maimed mouth, the teeth and tongues were also torn out before death. Delightful. Hardly seemed worth the effort of picking it up. The face and hands are twisted in a paroxysm of death throes. The victim's last moments were full of torment. What, only this one had torment? You didn't feel the need to point that out for the others?
And done.
Oh? Bah.
Keep your wits about you.
It's never gear, it's always cargo. Okay. Oh, here we go.
At last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
An actual character, Drukari. Oh no.
How disappointing. This clearly isn't Erimeris, the Cabal's Archon, whom we had the displeasure of meeting on Verbos 6. Once again, we are dealing with a pawn instead of the true root of the problem.
The little monkey remembered the Archon's name. Such a clever thing you are. You might just make a good pet after you've been properly trained and stripped of your misplaced arrogance.
Stop being horny.
One of my soft-bodied kin. What meager offering tempted you to lower yourself to attending these animals? Or does their company remind you of being among your lost brothers and sisters?
What do you know about my brothers and sisters, Dark One?
Only that they wander blind and helpless, robbed of their home and hope. But why am I telling you this? Isn't it your duty to watch over your kin, outcast?
Not really sure why this is a coercion check. I don't think this is all that coercive, but whatever. My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you. How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin have always enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
That thing is perceptive.
If a Drukari took a shine to me, Shireen, I'd know to expect nothing good out of it. You are too popular, even with your enemies.
Aggravating, is it not? Having someone best you at your own game?
Do not try my patience, monkey.
I command substantial resources. I feel like we shouldn't draw any connections to how we know realistically.
I suppose you are forthright in that regard. But simple riches do not change the fact of your weak, short-sighted, deficient nature. No, there is another reason why the monkey have so suddenly become so astute. I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all.
Right, but there's no way you die here, because otherwise you wouldn't have a portrait and a voice actor.
You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
Oh, you're finished pontificating? I think I dozed off for a second there. Do you mind repeating the whole thing from the start? The mask of composure vanishes from the Xenos' face. Spitting out a florid, vehement tirade, he draws his weapon. I got an achievement. You drove his name mad at the governor's camp. Get fucked. Oh, bye.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out
Fuck was
of
that, dude?
existence.
Baby monkey.
Alright. Well, there's not a whole lot of cover here, which is a bit inconvenient.
That death won't be
Oh fuck, it's one of the snake men. Oh shit. You never see these things. Look at this boy. What do you do?
I am not your single pet monkey. This team is anything. I understand your intent. All favors are swift. That's a jockey. If I knew your death is approaching, pain is all. Life drive me. I'll feed you personally. Honest. This is wisdom. I may have. As it recommends, I have. Just a week. I'll do it. You will not. I'll do it. You know. How will no? Can we thank you? I'll return the tenfold. Well, they have no creatures. How will you hold? I am not your seamless pet monkey. No one can sit by my side. I'll protect you by hands. I bring agony. Carnage beckons. Your misery is my treat. Didn't finish. It's not me. Honest. Defense is a good offense. Shoot free. Taking that deed is worthless. I'll do it. Not just for the weak. It's what I'm interested. Don't get paid for this. I'm not going to do it, usually. I don't. Bring everything. I just what I can. I'll see you personally. I'll be happy. I'll wife me. I'm not afraid of the past. You will withstand my vengeance. We are there for the creatures. You are doomed. It serves your cause. I understand your intent. Your fate is the swift. Carnage beckons. Stop me. I'll see you personally. Who is on me? I'll see you personally. Honest. I'm enriched. I'll do it. Have you ever done back? Is that my good? No, get a copy. The true master. I'll see you personally. Who's on me? My Chelsea is down here. I'll see you personally. Stop trying, monkey. I need luck. I have strategy. Honest. I'll make it happen. I refuse. What do you?
You cannot force me, Alantak.
I feel
Alright, that got a little spooky in there. But we got there, it's good.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Also, what a pussy. That guy just ran for it. Unbelievable. I guess we'll take one, since a Drukari has to join us sooner or later. A pile of mutilated bodies with cut tendons and shattered bones.
I always have a backup plan.
Reinforced Kabalite armor? We already picked this up, right? No. Never mind. Get this trash out of here. We got some real ones now. We don't have one of these? Is this one? No. This is different, but better, so fuck that thing.
Let us not dawdle.
All of these fucking Eldari weapons, that's definitely better. All these Eldari weapons look the fucking same, or Drukhari, you know, whatever, same thing. Wait, is this even better? Reinforced Incubus armor. Yo, that's a lot of armor for a fucking Drukhari. They're meant to be glass cannons.
Rise to the top, or get left
It looks like
in the
this
dust.
warden died before he could even raise his weapon. He got
I
off
have to take
lucky.
risks.
These are trash. Wait, this is different? +5 to persuasion. When the wearer is affected by an ally's ability to gain 3 dodge until end of combat. Stacks. Oh my god. So you really quickly end up with like 100% dodge, is what I'm hearing. Those all on these perception buying. This has got to be better. Like, that's gonna stack up
always
real
keep my
fucking
options
fast.
open.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The governor's body was masterfully disemboweled. His many implants were removed, after which, judging by the amount of blood, the victim lived for a while longer, naturally. Blast pistol, big line.
Watch your
That's it? Damn, that bitch really fucking skedaddled, huh? Oh, fuck. Let's go. Single shots with this pistol always score critical hits? Oh my god. All the wearer's attacking abilities cost +1 AP, but gain 20 more critical hit chance. Base armor property. Lore Imperium. Okay. I think... Can Henrix wear this? Yeah, that's so much better than what you're currently wearing. Oh my god. As for who will have the pistol... How does it compare to that? How's it compare to the shotgun? Like, that's an amazing passive. Fuck it. When do I ever use the shotgun? If I'm close enough to use the shotgun, I'm probably just hitting them anyway, so I guess I'll take the pistol. I should also maybe equip something in the other hand, like that chain sword. You never know. Might as well have another
The
thing there.
Inquisition taught me many things.
Always.
All right, well, I guess let's get out of here. That was a short trip. That was an easy raid to thwart. They apparently only had like 7 Drukhari and 1 Snake Boy. Now what? Oh, right. Lapidus Mortis. Last Chance of Cyrene. Alright, so I guess we're looking for those, which will probably not be marked on the map, just to make my life a little bit harder. Oh. Never mind, it's just oh no, that's the Eldari cache. God damn it. Alright, what am I looking for?